Hi, this book is titled Forgiveness at the Crossfire. It was written by me, April J. McKenzie-Hall. Um, this is a very, very brief video. I won't be on long. I'm getting on the YouTube because I'm a little disturbed about what is going on in my husband and our life, our family, and with the disrespect that's coming from security, especially people in the military. Um, Briefly, I would say is that one to start off saying that I had titled the video "I Do Not Know McKenzie Chinn" is because about 2 months ago, my husband and I had discussions about life and whatnot, and afterwards. We had went to a gas station, and the young lady that favored McKenzie Chinn came, and I guess she was walking ahead of my husband. He opened the door for us. He was being a gentleman. Afterwards, people started telling me that, hinting to me that this woman, wanted my husband. I saw her stare me at me as she was coming back out the store. And the thing about it, what we're dealing with is that we had got caught in, I call it invention war. Wasn't very popular. It was in Cleveland, Ohio. It started back in 2005. And I had some inventions that the military felt like they had to take control of because as a child, I had supposed had trillions of dollars in my name, hidden in my name, which had came from ancient India. And so people know the history, of that, with the Arabs and the original Black Indians, which today we loving on each other. We not the same people. So, I don't want to cause any friction because I like Arabs. My family dated Arabs. I dated, people that was half Arab in my life. So it's no ill will or anything like that. United States we moved past that. That's why we call the United States of America, because we forgave everybody, and everybody's supposed to be loving each other and getting along. Unfortunately, I had gang members that's in the military supporting stars and people that's after the invention war money. And the main thing is that I don't have the support of politicians that supposed to have taken the war money out of my husband's name. It was in Jamie Hall when I went to see the attorney with the list. They said they placed it in your husband's name. So I have a lot of women that were after my husband. I even had politicians sending women to my husband, and military sending women. The recent one was someone like McKenzie Chinn. So when I recently I saw her website, I saw she did a really good job. And then when I started listening to her poetry, I was like, oh, okay, this sounds familiar. And she had mentioned that she, people owe me trillions. And she had a skirt on I had on when I had the patents, when I was originating them, trying to get them started. I had a pink skirt. And I always told people I'm not real good at math, trigonometry and stuff like that. But I started hearing her say the same things I was saying. I looked at details, and I have attorneys in my family, and they always told me to copyright my information. And so the book that I had put up, which was titled Forgiveness at the Crossfire by April J. McKenzie-Hall, it was on blurb.com. It was illegally taken down. And the reason why is because people was taking stuff and changing things on the book. It was an online book. It was for free. And they was taking stuff, changing it. And I had mentioned things about some famous rappers, which were gangsters, And the reason why I had to write the book is because we had problems with initially with mobs of people, and they weren't friendly. They was very murderous type of people, and so they wanted to know everything. But you know, because I don't get into it, I was just a victim of war. I was kidnapped as a child, which never got any attention for because the money was hidden in my name. Um, I had dated a gentleman who him and I used to go down to the lake when I was 18. We'd make out at the lake and whatnot. Um, Also, they had tried to hire somebody who looked like McKenzie Chinn to get my husband to go to the lake and make out with her. And so I was having problems with, they hired some people that was gang, some of the gang members were from California, Ohio. They were all in the military. They're not fighting against each other. But it's strange that, you know, they were sending military tourists to fight against my husband and I to get control of money. And one reason why they was mad is because I was trying to get control of the money. And I wanted them to take the money out of my husband's name because we constantly being robbed. So recently someone placed some lint under our stovetop to try, so if we had turned it on, the house would catch on fire or the apartment. So we constantly dealing with threats. And he has a legal or microphone which the FBI refused to help with. They supposed to have moved it, they didn't. And so we constantly dealing with threats, and they constantly trying to break my husband and I up. They didn't respect our marriage as being Christians. Jamie had been threatened under some